of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again, you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people!
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Come on and join us.
Sure, there's always room for one more.
Last time you remember, Boris and Natasha, those two no-goodniks, stole the secret rocket fuel right off the Moon Men's spaceship, took it aboard a submarine, and headed off across the ocean. In the meantime, Rocky had convinced the Moon Men to show him their formula.
We can get all these ingredients, I think, except this one.
The exception was mooseberry juice, made from the berry of a bush that grew in only one place in the whole country.
Near a little place called Frostbite Falls.
The boys were delighted to hear this, for Frostbite Falls, Minnesota was their hometown. Quickly, they started making plans to get the mooseberry juice. But on the submarine, Boris wasn't as cheerful as he could have been.
Boris, darling, why so sad?
I got feeling there is something I forgot.
What could it was?
I don't know, but something.
Cheer up, darling. When we get back, you will get big medal.
Medals I got for burning down orphanage, for kicking small dog, for taking candy from babies. Who needs medals?
But still is great day.
You're right, Natasha. Send radiogram to Central Control. Ready?
Ready.
Quote. Got it. Unquote.
For same money, you get 8 more words.
Okay. Add this. He 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 he. Signed Boris. Now what was it I forgot?
So Natasha sent a message and an answer came right back.
You fool. Is for you. Go back and kill moose.
Oh, that's what I forgot.
But how can we?
It's easy, I'm afraid. We put on breathing apparatus, put sub on automatic pilot, and bail out. Geronimo!
And while the two spies swam back toward shore, the submarine bearing its precious cargo continued on its way across the ocean. Back in Washington, our heroes were having a rough time getting underway.
I'm sorry, sir, but we have no flights to Frostbite Falls, if there is such a place.
Oh, yes, we had a train to Frostbite Falls, but they took the tracks up in 1903.
We can't help you. The only road into Frostbite Falls is just a cow path.
What are we gonna do? Time is too important. I know. We'll rent a private plane. Come on, Bullwinkle. We're going to the airport.
And in a little while, our boys were talking to the owner of a flying service.
Here, let's see, that'll run you just about $1,000.
$1,000? Just to get to Frostbite Falls?
You could buy the place for $8 cash.
Gee, Bullwinkle, what we need is a good cut-rate pilot.
Gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. Ace Rickenboris at your service. Mein Cart.
Ace Rickenboris, by air, anywhere. Fly now, pray later.
Is misprint.
Haven't I seen your face somewhere before?
Of course you have. He's on every $3 bill the government makes.
I've never seen a $3 bill.
Boy, it's my fault you're poor? Come on, do you want to go or not?
How much will it cost to take us to Frostbite Falls?
You want round trip?
Got any square ones?
Round trip costs, how much you got?
Well, altogether, about 85 cents.
Yeah, you lucky kid. Today only special price, 85 cents.
Swell! Ready, Bullwinkle?
The sooner the quicker.
Then let's go. Oh, Miss Callahan.
You called, Ace?
Who's she?
The stewardess, I guess.
Okay, all aboard for Frostbite Falls.
Please, fasten your seat belts.
Well, the wily Boris had done it again. For although our heroes didn't know it, they were only one-way belts, and they were now locked in their seats. Don't miss our next exciting episode, Aces Wild or the Flying Casket.
And now it's time for...
Time for the dancing fool, Bullwinkle.
Again? And now for one of our special fairy tales.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, in the little town of Daniels on the Rocks, there lived a beauty and a beast.
Oh, I'm not really a beast. Actually, I'm a prince. But I'm all fussed up like this because of witchcraft.
Please. But ugly as he was, he could once again become handsome just by being kissed by a beauty.
Kissed? Oh, so that's the bit. Just get kissed by a... Man, it's not as easy as it sounds.
That was probably the wrong girl anyway. And so, the beast set out to find the beauty whose love would break his magic spell.
How do you do, miss? I'm not really a beast, but a prince. The victim of...
You're no prince.
And you're no beauty either. Boy, that's what I really needed. Hello, you gorgeous thing. I'm not really a beast, but a prince. The victim of witchcraft. Listen to me. This is a true story. I'm a handsome prince.
Well, an inventive beast knows when to change tactics, and this particular beast knew that it was the smart thing to present his case before presenting his face.
Call me a beast, will you?
Next, the beast posed as an old friend of the family.
Ho, 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 ho. How about a big kiss for Santy?
Well, obviously, it was time to look for another approach. A kissing booth at a fair, for instance. There, the beast would simply buy a kiss for himself, and it just might be the kiss. Then again, it might not.
Maybe I should quit when I'm ahead. If you can call this being ahead.
Well, if one can't even buy a kiss, one is forced into devious measures. Something subtle, sophisticated, something ingenious, yet inobvious. Fortunately for the beast, there was a wedding taking place in a nearby garden. A natural. The beast simply had to stand in line with the other guests and kiss the bride.
This is it. I feel more handsome already. I would like to say a few words about... Stop that dancing up there. Another day, another ugly.
But wait, what is this? A fair maid in yon balcony.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou?
Up, 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 and away!
But the damsel did not do good like a Juliet should. However, not to be discouraged, the beast tried again, this time by air. His takeoff was superb, but we can't say as much for his landing. Jousting was an old favorite sport in fairy story days. After the joust, the winner usually threw a rose to the lady of his choice, who, in return, would reward him with a kiss. This seemed like a perfect opportunity to the beast, so he threw the rose, it was high and a little inside, and made ready to receive his reward. But instead, the next good prospect for a kiss was on the edge of disaster as the beast happened by.
I'll save her. Then she'll kiss me out of gratitude. No, wait, stop. Don't do it. Hold it. Don't be rash. Wait, hold on. I'll save you.
Well, eventually, even a beast gets discouraged.
I'm just a no-good beastnik.
So the next time he met a beauty...
Hello.
Hello? Here, hit me. Go ahead, shock me good. Say all do.
But the beast can only become a prince again if a beauty kisses him. The real beauty. Black of hair.
Black of hair.
Red of lips.
Red of lips.
Fair of skin.
Fair of... It's her. I mean, you or she. This is the one. Kiss me. Better try again, baby. That one didn't take.
Well, the script says that you turn back into a prince. You really are a prince, aren't you?
Listen, bud. You get kissed your way, I'll get kissed my way.
Eeny, meeny, chilly beany, the spirits are about to speak.
Are they friendly spirits?
Friendly? Just listen.
And now another treat for all you poetry lovers. Bullwinkle's Corner.
Hello there, cat fanciers. Today's poem is that soul-stirring classic, I Love Little Pussy. Where's the pussycat, Rock?
Over there, but it's not really.
Poem. I love little pussy. Her coat is so warm. And if I don't hurt her, she'll do. No, Rock. This is a tiger.
I know. The pet store made a mistake.
So I'll not pull her tail or drive her away. But Pussy and I very gently will play.
Bullwinkle, what are you doing up here?
I'm looking from a poetry book.
Why, look up here. You lost it down there.
Yeah, but up here the light's better.
And now...
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. See? Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Wrong hat.
And now it's time to meet Mr. Peabody.
Hello. Peabody, Sherman, and Wayback here. I'm Peabody, of course. This is my boy, Sherman. And the Wayback is my invention for taking us back into history.
Where to today, Mr. Peabody?
Today, Sherman, the Wayback escorts us to Vienna. The year is 1824, and we'll meet that immortal composer, Franz Schubert. An instant later, Sherman and I were standing in Schubert's study. He seemed to be in a generous mood.
Here, take this, and this.
Well, thanks, Mr. Schubert, but...
Tut, my lad. Now, just take that music to the conservatory. I've work to do.
Golly, Mr. Peabody, he thinks I'm a delivery boy.
Forgive the interruption, Mr. Schubert, but...
Please, can't you see I'm busy?
But you've made a mistake.
I know it, but what can I do?
We didn't come to pick up your music.
Please carry the manuscripts to the... You didn't what? Oh, do forgive me. I made a dreadful boo-boo.
Obviously, you're quite upset.
And with good reason. Tonight is the premiere of my new symphony.
No wonder you're excited.
That isn't the reason. You see, due to some bad luck, I was unable to finish the symphony. Oh, well, I suppose I could call it the unfinished symphony.
I like that.
Why haven't you finished it? Headache?
No, piano. I lost it.
Yes, in one corner, all that remained was a faint but unmistakable imprint.
I've looked in the basement, the kitchen, even out in the patio, but the piano's disappeared.
Pianos just don't disappear, Mr. Schubert. More than likely, it's been stolen.
And it went that way.
Thanks to Sherman's keen eyesight, the trail was uncovered.
Good heavens! Why would anyone want to steal my piano?
Don't you worry, Mr. Schubert. We'll find it.
Due to the weight of the instrument, the trail was an easy one to follow. That is, until we came to a river.
No more tracks.
No more tracks.
Do we give up, Mr. Peabody?
I never give up. Shortly thereafter, we informed the Vienna police of the robbery.
Now, would you please describe the missing article?
Yes. Well, it's rather large, black, has legs, and keys. 88 of them, to be precise.
Legs?
Keys.
Was there anything unusual about the piano?
Outside of the fact that it was stolen, no. Preferring to let the police do the legwork, Sherman and I waited outside the station, and the police did get results. They brought in an organ grinder, a string trio, and one economy-sized symphony orchestra, but no piano.
Are you sure you gave us the right description?
Positive.
Well, I think it's hopeless.
I finally agreed with the police that the case was indeed hopeless, as long as they were on it, at any rate. We related our experience to Schubert.
Well, that's show business for you.
I'm glad to see you're taking it so well. By the way, Mr. Schubert.
Yes?
I assume you practice a great deal?
Oh, until today, yes.
Practice during the day, do you?
Mostly.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me this. Are you on friendly terms with your neighbors?
Well, there's only one. Fella across the street. Works as a night watchman.
Suddenly the whole thing was clear. Do not disturb. Yes, that makes sense.
I don't understand, Mr. Peabody.
It's simple, Sherman. A night watchman sleeps during the day, and Mr. Schubert's piano practicing would certainly interfere with that.
So the watchman stole the piano.
Exactly.
Go away! There's a sick man living here. Me!
Sorry to disturb your slumber, but we've come for Schubert's piano.
You couldn't have it! Now go away! Let me sleep!
He leaves us no alternative. Sherman, sing Jeannie with the light brown hair.
Huh?
Jeannie with the light brown hair. Sing it in E flat.
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair.
Stop it! I couldn't stand here and the kid sing Jeannie with the light brown hair. I give up. I move the piano back.
There's your piano, Mr. Schubert. Now you can finish your unfinished symphony.
Oh, no. I'm working on a serenade now, so I think I leave the symphony as is.
And so Sherman and I prepared to leave. However, before we did, we picked up one amazing fact. Franz Schubert had perfect pitch. Matter of fact, that afternoon, in back of his home, he pitched a no-hitter for the Vienna Little League.
In their search for Minnesota mooseberries, a vital ingredient of their lost rocket fuel, our heroes left the Moonmen and headed back to Frostbite Falls. They decided to fly and hired a pilot named Ace Rickenboris, who bore a frightening resemblance to Boris Badenov, the notorious spy. The stewardess on the plane was named Miss Callahan, but sounded very much like Natasha Fatale, Boris's partner.
Fasten your seatbelts, please.
I take a size 36.
Don't worry. This will fit you perfectly.
The boys didn't know it, but those were one-way seatbelts, and they were now fastened in their seats permanently.
Good evening, everyone. This is your Captain Ace Rickenboris speaking. Welcome aboard Flight 13, the flying casket to Frostbite Falls. Miss Callahan will be serving you hot beverage in just a minute.
You like hot beverage?
My, that was quick. What is it?
Specialty of the line, called a guided missile.
Guided missile?
Yes, just one and you go down in flames.
Sounds interesting. Well, here's looking at you.
But not for long.
Then, just as Rocky and Bullwinkle were about to down the lethal drink, the plane hit an air pocket and dropped suddenly.
Oh, shucks, we spilled them.
As the boys watched, the spilled liquid ate right through the floor of the plane.
Make a nice breeze, no? You like a refill?
Well, maybe just half a cup.
I don't think we better, Bullwinkle. That stuff's a little too strong for us.
Meanwhile, the ancient plane was sputtering along, just narrowly avoiding disaster.
How are you making out, Natasha?
The little one is too smart for us, Boris.
So? Then we jump out and leave him strapped in chair. We'll see how good he is at backseat driving.
In the meantime, the submarine carrying a tank of high explosive fuel stolen by the spies drew nearer and nearer to its destination, a foreign port. Its progress controlled on a radar scope by two mysterious figures.
It is exactly on the beam, Gorgie.
You said it.
What heading?
217 degrees.
You sure of these figures?
Certainly.
That's odd.
What?
I get 216 degrees.
What's the matter? You never made mistake?
X-ray! Foreign port disappears in mystery blast!
As a result of the explosion, an urgent message flashed on the air.
Calling Boris Badenoff. Calling Boris Badenoff. Come in, Boris. The coast is clear.
Unaware that their plan to steal the secret fuel had backfired, the two spies were hastening to do away with Rocky and Bullwinkle by sabotaging the airplane.
You drained gas tank, Natasha?
Check.
Threw out extra parachutes?
Check. You want me to smash instruments?
No. Let me. I like to. Oh, I'm just wild about Boris Cha-Cha-Cha. You go ahead, Natasha. I'll catch up with you in a minute.
And Natasha leaped out of the plane. Back in the cabin, Bullwinkle was admiring the view when suddenly...
Hello there. Nice to see ya.
Who are you talking to, Bullwinkle?
Our stewardess. She just went by in a parachute and...
Parachute? Well, something must be wrong. Here, help me out of my seatbelt. I'm stuck.
So am I. Ain't that the darndest luck, though?
Luck nothing. I think we've been sabotaged.
Meanwhile, in the pilot's compartment, Boris was putting the finishing touches on his job of destruction. He threw out the steering wheel and prepared to jump.
I hate to leave a place that holds such pleasant memories.
And just then, as our boys struggled with their one-way seatbelts, all three engines conked out. Be sure to see our next exciting episode, The Backseat Divers or MASH Landing.
It looks as if our time has just about run out.
Just enough left to tell him who the sponsor was.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Ooh.
We're late again, Bullwinkle.
Right.
Bye now. See you next